Dissolving a Delaware LLC requires more than just closing your doors and walking away. Without proper dissolution, your business could continue accumulating franchise taxes and legal obligations for years to come. This video will guide you through the complete Delaware LLC dissolution process to help you properly close your business and avoid future liabilities. In Delaware, the formal term for ending your LLC is cancellation, though dissolution is the more widely recognized legal term. While many entrepreneurs focus on starting their business, understanding how to properly end one is equally important. Under Delaware law, an LLC can exist indefinitely unless specified otherwise in its formation documents or operating agreement. However, if you're no longer operating your business, filing a certificate of cancellation is essential to formally end your LLC's existence and stop accumulating annual franchise taxes. Before filing for dissolution, you must follow several critical steps. First, review your operating agreement for any specific dissolution requirements. This document typically outlines voting procedures and approval thresholds needed to dissolve the company. If your operating agreement doesn't specify dissolution procedures, Delaware law requires approval from members holding a majority of ownership interests. Once approved, designate a manager or member to oversee the winding up process. The winding up phase is crucial. During this period, your LLC continues to exist solely to settle affairs before final dissolution. This includes paying all current debts, resolving outstanding legal matters, and setting aside funds for potential future claims. Delaware law requires you to settle obligations with creditors before distributing any assets to members. You must also establish a reserve fund for potential claims that might arise within 10 years after dissolution. Failing to properly address creditor claims could result in the cancellation being voided and members facing personal liability. Before filing your certificate of cancellation, ensure all franchise taxes are paid, including the current calendar year. Only after settling debts and setting aside appropriate reserves can remaining assets be distributed to members according to your operating agreement. While Delaware doesn't legally require notifying creditors of your dissolution, doing so is strongly recommended. Send written notices to known creditors with clear deadlines for submitting claims, and consider publishing a dissolution notice in a local newspaper. These steps help limit future liability and prevent disputes after your LLC is dissolved. When distributing assets during dissolution, Delaware law establishes a specific payment hierarchy. First, pay all creditors, including members who are also creditors. Next, distribute funds to members owed distributions from previous resignations. Then, return capital contributions to members. Finally, distribute any remaining assets according to ownership percentages, or as specified in your operating agreement. Don't forget to close all state and federal accounts. File final tax returns with both the Delaware Division of Revenue and the IRS, indicating these are final returns. For multi-member LLCs, file Form 1065 and check the final return box. Single-member LLCs should report final business income on Schedule C of their personal tax return. Cancel all business licenses and permits, close business bank accounts, and terminate vendor contracts. If your Delaware LLC was registered to do business in other states, you must file withdrawal or termination documents in each of those jurisdictions separately. Some common questions about Delaware LLC dissolution include whether tax clearance is required. Unlike some states, Delaware doesn't require formal tax clearance, but all taxes must be paid before filing for dissolution. If you accidentally file for dissolution, you can submit a certificate of correction to reverse the cancellation. As of 2023, the filing fee for a certificate of cancellation ranges from $200 to $220, depending on whether you file online or by paper. Properly dissolving your Delaware LLC involves numerous legal and financial considerations. While this guide provides a roadmap for the process, consulting with a business attorney or accountant can help ensure you've addressed all obligations and protected yourself from future liabilities. Taking the time to dissolve your LLC correctly now can save significant headaches and expenses down the road.